When working on your jazz voicings, there are certain notes that will be better than others. For example, in dominant chords, the fifth doesn't add a lot of value when harmonizing for. Why? Because there are other notes that will provide a better sound specific to that particular chord. In this case, the dominant chord, right? So the fifth is usually omitted or replaced by the 13th. For example, if you have G7, G13, right, and you're harmonizing on your left hand, right hand is doing melody or whatever. So instead of like playing a dominant chord with the fifth, you see, it sounds too basic. So that fifth of G, I'm gonna replace it for the 13, which is one step above. You see, now sounds fuller, more dense. Now adding the ninth, the flat 9, sharp 11. You can see replacing the fifth will provide a more dense with more volume, right? So that's what we're looking for in jazz. It's not that jazz has a lot of notes. It doesn't have to be that way. Sometimes less is more, but it depends of the scenario. So in dominant chords though, the fifth, we're gonna be replacing it 13 because it's just gonna sound fuller and much better, right? That's not usually the case with minor or major chords, right? The fifth is not gonna change anything. Replacing it is not gonna add any value. In my opinion, the fifth major and minor chords is just gonna add more density. Like you're playing more notes. Like for example, E flat, major 13. I'm gonna play the fifth, E flat, the fifth, and the rest of the notes. See? I'm not playing it. It's barely any difference. So I'll play it just to add more density. Okay? The second minor chord. Take the same chord but minor. So E flat, minor 9. Minor 11. I'm gonna omit the fifth. Same thing. So I'm adding it because it adds density to that chord. Right? But in a dominant chord, different. So E flat dominant. So I'm not playing the fifth. That remember that 13 is one step above of the fifth. When you're doing upper structure, yes, there are certain ways we can use the fifth, but when it comes to the voicing, especially on the left hand, gonna be omitting that fifth for the 13 to provide a fuller dense sound.